I've had this mountain bike for about 8 years now, maybe even a little bit longer, and it's just getting a little bit outdated. Like, if I wanted to use it properly, I'd need some money spent on it. For example, I need new hydraulic brakes, some new cranks, a new bottom bracket, a new chain, and I've got some pretty cool plans for this winter to go mountain biking to some cool places. So I sort of made the decision that I want to buy a new mountain bike. I want like a hardtail cross-country bike, preferably a carbon one, so it's quite light. I can do some long rides on it. But anyway, the point of this segment is let me know in the comments down below, any of you mountain bike guys, what would you recommend? Something that's 27.5 inch, preferably a carbon frame, and I don't want to spend much more than £1,500 on one. Yeah, give me your suggestions. Yep, it's a socks and sliders kind of day. Alright, I'm not a massive fan of these videos, but quite a lot of you have been asking me to do a review of my Quarq D0 power meter. I'm not a massive fan of doing reviews because every time I do one, everyone just thinks it's like a biased sponsored post review / ad, but full disclosure with this power meter, I bought it from Sigma Sports and I paid full retail price, which I believe was around £690. So I hope that justifies this review. The first off is that they don't do a Campag specific power meter. So you buy the cranks, the spider, and then you have to purchase like a third party chainring. There is a bird nest up there at the top of my house. I can't help but think that they're going to shit on me. So the compatibility between like the Campag gearing system and the third-party chainrings is ever so slightly different, and it just took a little bit of messing around to get the chainrings set up perfectly, so they shifted seamlessly with the Campag group set. It was a little bit of a faff, but we got there in the end. And I guess another thing, if you're into your aesthetics, it just doesn't go simultaneously with like with your Shimano group set or with your Campag group set. I believe that Quarqs are kind of based around SRAM cranks, so I assume that the compatibility and the aesthetics, the looks will go a little bit better if you're running a SRAM group set. But yeah, either way, we made it work with Campag, and now it's set up correctly. I very rarely get any chain drop. I'm gonna switch sides so it looks all cool and shit. So now the things that I like about this power meter, the first thing is just how easy it is to get the battery out and to change the battery when it needs replacing. Now, I did have a problem with the first power meter that I bought. After about 3 weeks of using it, it just completely went dead. Now after looking on forums and stuff on the internet, this seems to be like a complete anomaly, and 99.9% of the reviews that I've read, everyone just raves about this power meter for the reliability and just like that it worked. So the fact that I had a problem was just a bit of a fluke. I returned it, Sigma Sport changed it instantly, and I got a brand new power meter sent back out to me. And since I got that about a month and a half ago, I've actually only changed the battery once. But yeah, simply you just unscrew the Q cap and stick a new coin battery in. You don't need any tools, and you don't even need a little coin to twist that cap like you do on a pair of Stages or some Garmin Vectors, for example. It's literally just a twist of a hand. It's watertight because I've been out in some wet conditions. Obviously, you know, I clean the bike, and it doesn't kill a battery and it doesn't kill a power meter, so it just works. And secondly, another thing that I really like about the Quarq D0 is just the price. It's priced so well amongst some of the cheaper power meter brands in the market, but it certainly well exceeds the value of that. I mean, this unit costs £690, which is a similar price to what, you know, Stages are. And from my experience, my own personal experience with different brands of power meters, this has been the most reliable so far. Just there's nothing better than just going out on a ride, turning your cranks, and your power meter just automatically connects and starts reading your power. So in terms of value for money, I think that this particular power meter potentially is one of the best in the market, hence why I bought it. So my overall conclusion is, would I recommend you buy it? I think if you're looking for something a little bit cheaper than an SRM or a Power to Max, but something that is still equally as reliable, then I highly recommend that you check out the Quarq power meters. Between the two that I've owned, I've been using them for about 2 months now, and honestly, it's almost faultless. It was very easy to install and to set up. Once I had the correct bottom bracket in there, you get an app on your phone, the Quarq BLE app, and on there you can connect that to your power meter, update the firmware, check the battery levels. It really is a product targeted at the mass market, and it's a genuine competitor to some of the more expensive, more premium brands of power meters.